Now, our next stop is going to be the Pine Tree State, and that's the state of Maine. The original legislation was passed on July 15, 2021, with PFAS reporting of all products landing on January 1st of 2025. However, an amendment was passed on August 9th, 2024. It extended the general prohibition date to January 1st, 2032. So that 2032 is a key date. This means that starting on that date, the sale of any product containing intentionally added PFAS, unless it's already prohibited, will be banned. Furthermore, on that August 9th amendment, it eliminates the general notification requirement for producers and manufacturers to report to the Maine Department of Environmental Protection any product containing intentionally added PFAS that's sold in the state. Now, this exemption applies unless the product is subject to a prohibition and that the DEP has determined the use of the PFAS qualifies as a currently unavoidable use. Now, like with other U.S. states, Maine has adopted phased-in prohibitions on various product categories containing intentionally added PFAS. So for starters, January 1st, 2023, carpet, rugs, fabric treatments, and that contain PFAS are already banned. Coming this January 1st, 2026, additional products containing PFAS, such as cleaning products, cookware, cosmetics, dental floss, will be prohibited. And also, this would extend to the product's packaging. On January 1st, 2029, the ban will expand to include artificial turf and outdoor apparel that contains PFAS, unless the product meets certain labeling requirements. Now the big one, the significant milestone that comes on January 1st, 2032, when the sale of any product and its packaging containing PFAS is prohibited, unless that use of that PFAS in a product is classified as a currently unavoidable use. This is the critical date for EEE producers and manufacturers to keep in mind. And then lastly, finally, on January 1st, 2040, restrictions will extend to the HVAC sector, including refrigeration systems, refrigerants, propellants, and their associated packaging. Now, the DEP will provide details on program implementation and establish criteria for submitting currently unavoidable use proposals related to upcoming prohibited product categories. So with the elimination of the general reporting requirement, currently unavoidable use proposals are now only required products in categories that are subject to sales prohibitions. So for the 2026 sales prohibitions, for example, which includes the cleaning products, cookware, and cosmetics, the DEP has already begun soliciting currently unavoidable use proposals. The rulemaking phase is expected to run through the summer, and producers and manufacturers registration of currently unavoidable use products taking place, say, in the late fall into the winter. The currently unavoidable use process for later prohibition categories, including those, say, in 2029 and the big one in 2032, well, those will be announced at a later date. Now, Maine has designated certain product categories as exempt from this requirement. Of particular interest to EEE producers and manufacturers are the exemptions of medical devices, motor vehicles and their parts, semiconductors, including related manufacturing equipment and materials, and non-consumer laboratory equipment and electronics.
Watch the full-length video and gain access to our full archive of educational webinars at greensofttech.com/videos. And while you're there, learn about our premier solutions for environmental regulation compliance.